Welcome back to the PWC channel. Today we have a very big match to bring you. It might be one of the biggest matches we will have in this regular season of our Season 10. It is the Blackthorn Division match between Moonlight and Venum, aka Zermac here. And this match is actually Seed 1 versus Seed 2 currently, so that's what makes it so significant. Moonlight in very vintage throwback fashion is still unbeaten like he was way back in Season 5 when he used to dominate Division 2. Yeah, he came back to Division 2 with a bang here, is currently 5-0. And yeah, Venum is his strongest competitor so far. Venum is at 4-1 and has one of the scariest teams in the league. That's what has been universally agreed on. So that's going to be really interesting. So Moonlight, I'm not a huge fan of his team, as I said in the power rankings. But yeah, I'm not surprised. Moonlight is a very strong player. He has been, after his Season 5 run, has always been a Division 1 coach pretty much. But yeah, due to inactivity, he has not been that familiar with the meta in the past, so he didn't do that well in Division 1, so that's why he dropped to Division 2. And yeah, it seems like he's slowly getting back into it and shows that with his impressive results. So let's look at the matchups. We do see the Smeargle on Zermac's part, so that's very interesting, very cool to see. And then obviously the big scary high tiers here with Gouging Fire and Darkrai. And yeah, very interesting bring. The signature is going to be the Rotom Frost for Venom. And then for Moonlight, we have the signature, which is this Hound Stone. And yeah, we got T-Tar, Pity, whatever this thing is called, Walking Wake, Ogre Pawn Fire, and a little Apple Pie, which I don't know what these two guys are doing here. That's interesting for such a high stakes match. All right, they are currently already asking me to shut up and let them play, but I'm not quite done yet. Let's look at the matchup for a second. So what's really interesting is that Venom doesn't appear to have very good switch-ins to this T-Tar. So, I mean, his rock resist is going to be this Mienshao, unless this thing tears into like steel or something, which it might very well do. So yeah, T-Tar looks pretty scary. This thing looks okay, but there's still a Tentacruel which can take hits and pivot on it. Oh yeah, this thing, it looks like Gouging Fire can just set up on it whenever it wants. And yeah, just looking at it, the Gouging Fire looks insane versus this team. I don't know what he's gonna do, Moonlight, to prevent a sweep here. He doesn't even have a Sand Rush user. This thing is set up fodder. This thing just gets knocked out unless it has a Dragon Berry. And this thing, it will get bopped by EQ. So yeah, we're gonna see. I think the Gouging Fire looks really scary for Moonlight. And T-Tar looks scary for Venom, I believe. But yeah, we shall see what happens here. We are just looking at the Darkrai. I mean, Pity should be okay in dealing with Darkrai. I'm really confused what this Apple Pie is doing here. It doesn't really make sense to me why that thing came. It's not particularly good against any of these mons. Maybe Venom has another high tier that this thing was supposed to wall. But yeah, we shall see. Moonlight is a very interesting player, so I'm sure he has good reasons to bring it. All right, leading off with two poison type potential pivots here. Interesting. I think this is more so in Cermac's favor. I mean, potentially, not sure. Yeah, maybe not, because now it's gonna be the slower U-turn here. Yeah, they both led off with fat pivots, and for Cermac that was most likely because he didn't want to deal with Walking Wake lead here. Oh, we see the taunt instead. Very interesting. Taunt to prevent any sort of T-spikes. Which, yeah, apart from this thing, they would be very annoying to this team. Yeah, that's one thing about Moonlight's team that I also criticized among others. Yeah, sorry, I'm German, guys. Is that, yeah, his entire team is pretty much grounded apart from some of the low tiers. So Yeah, that can be abused with in several ways. One of them being spikes or T-spikes. So yeah. All right, Rotom is a very interesting switch into this Visandi Pity. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Oh, that's a lot of damage. That might be choice specs here. That's way more than I anticipated this doing. All right, out comes the Smeargle, which gets taunted. All right, obviously, yeah, that's why he led with the Visandi Pity, but it's slower, so the taunt was not successful. Oh yeah, look at this. The entire team grounded and sticky webs up. He doesn't have removal. Yeah, he's gonna pay for his team's weaknesses in this match. This thing can't carry heavy duty boots. Oh yeah, that's super tough for him. So this gouging fire became an even bigger threat just now. And potentially also the Mienshao if it's like life orb and not scarfed, then now that's gonna be annoying. Right, out comes the T-Tar, which as I said is a big threat if it can get hits off, but yeah, it's gonna pivot on it and it's gonna go into the Mienshao now. Force it right back out and potentially will be even able to U-turn on it. No, he goes into Smeargle instead. Very interesting. On the sand, so the sash is broken. I'm not sure if that was the play, honestly. Why didn't he just go into Mienshao? What? Just... Okay. Yeah, well, that's... Well, yeah, I mean, what? Why did he do that? Alright, so this is probably a reckless high jump kick if it was wide lens, I would assume. I don't understand what he was doing there. Why didn't he just go straight into Mienshao? I mean, one of my I didn't want to criticize people as much, but I'm just honestly confused at what he's doing here. Wow. Um, okay, that was that was interesting for both guys. So maybe he doesn't have anything to hit his Mienshao, but that's really weird. So maybe he does not have U-turn, and that's why he didn't want to go Mienshao because his only fighting move is high jump kick, and he didn't want to risk the Houndstone. He wanted to wait until Houndstone terrors. But even then, this is a quad resist to fighting, so I'm not quite sure why high jump kick is the play in this match, but yeah, Visandi Pity is really good against Mienshao. Yeah, but that was a weird sequence of plays, to me at least. But yeah, regardless, the sticky webs are huge for Venum, and there's no way... Oh, did have U-turn. Huh. Very interesting. And yeah, Moonlight just seems determined to sack this Heatran right now. Heatran. Tyranitar, I mean. And yeah, he's gonna take damage on Tentacruel for it, which is very annoying because this Tentacruel, once this goes down, Walking Wake has a field day here. So yeah, that looks honestly really tough. But I can understand why he's hesitant to click the high jump kick just because this thing is still around. So yeah, the T-Tar is gone, but this Tentacruel can probably not switch into Walking Wake anymore. Maybe if it's Assault Vest it can still, but it's not gonna be able to anymore for long. But yeah, these sticky webs are so annoying because this Tentacruel can now just outspeed whatever comes in. Even the Walking Wake if it's not scarfed, so it can knock this out with Sludge Wave. I think this is likely to be Assault Vest. So it's gonna have Sludge Wave definitely, so it can probably potentially knock out the Ogerpon in one hit. So it is super effective against this. So I think the only thing he can do is go into Visandi Pity and get off a slow U-turn maybe. Hope that he switches out himself. But or he could go into Walking Wake and just accept the damage that he's gonna take. But yeah, this is also not heavy duty boots, so yeah. Gouging Fire will outspeed the entire team now. And honestly, looks so tough. he really has to be careful with this Visandi Pity. Once this gets weakened even a bit, Gouging Fire is just gonna go through the entirety of this team. There's no Sand Rush on Houndstone anymore either, so... And if it's fluffy, it's just gonna get nuked by the fire move. Alright, so yeah, down goes Tentacruel. Through the likely Assault Vest, so this might very well be Specs. And yeah, it's gonna pick up a kill whenever it comes in now, from now on, so... Alright, he goes into Darkrai. Interesting. I mean, there's the Visandi Pity, which is very likely to come in here. And I don't know, does Darkrai get like Psychic? Maybe that would be a very big play here, if you could go for the Psychic to weaken this. No, he goes for Hypnosis, and he hits. Alright. Yeah, Darkrai, even in 2024, still putting fools to sleep. Of course, LOL, says Moonlight. Why is he complaining? I mean, that's kind of what Darkrai does. So yeah, maybe he's gonna be uber hype and have Dream Eater here. No, he has Psyshock. Oh yeah, that's rough. That's super rough. So yeah, I feel kind of validated about Moonlight's team. He's having such trouble here, and it's mainly due to the weaknesses I pointed out back in the thingy, in the PRs, because his entire team is grounded and the removal is so bad. So for removal, he always has to bring some load here. And yeah, he didn't in this match, so he's really paying for it big time here, having this entire team slow now and being unable to get rid of these hazards. So that's just so tough to come back from. I really don't see how he does it against the Gouging Fire. This is just gonna sweep through everything right now. Unless he has specific terror for it on Houndstone. But yeah, we're gonna see about that. So yeah, Darkrai potentially could carry the Ice Beam. Not sure if it will in this matchup, because you wouldn't really prep for Appleton, right? So maybe it has something else like a fighting move as... Yeah, probably has a fighting... Yeah, definitely has a fighting move as the last move. Oh, as we see the Amnesia on Appleton. Wow, that's kind of hype. I mean, it's not going to do anything because it will get knocked out by physical hit by this Gouging Fire, but as it's not like anti-Dragon Berry, but Amnesia is still pretty hype. All right. Yeah, I mean, with Amnesia and Thick Fat, it can probably take an Ice move by Rotom at this point. He might get him. Yeah, I was gonna say he might get him on this. That was really nice by Moonlight. Man, Moonlight is such a tricky dude, hey? He really got him there. Because he felt threatened by the Amnesia, so he was gonna go for the high jump kick there, and obviously Moonlight would smell the high jump kick after the white lens. So yeah, he just knows what's up, so he got him here. Goes into Smeargle now. To do what? To do... Why does he keep doing that? I really don't understand what... Now you just ate damage on Gouging Fire for literally nothing. All right. Okay. And he also... I mean, he has to sweep now, and he is Terra for it, so... Yeah. I mean, he could have gone into Darkrai, get the damage off he needed. He really doesn't switch anything anymore into Darkrai, and now he's in trouble because he lost his item on his Wincon. Man, yeah, I think Venum definitely has the matchup here, but right now he could have played this in a better way, but he's definitely not out of it. This is still a huge threat, even now. And also he doesn't really switch anything into Dark Pulse anymore. Moonlight doesn't. So I think even at this point, Venum still is more likely to win this. But as you can see, Moonlight is just so tricky. So goes back into Houndstone. Yeah, he should just honestly, he should just go for damage and then switch out after being drowsy. But he doesn't. He gives, yeah, this is Moonlight gets another one here. Gets another one of those plays right. And yeah, definitely at this point, Moonlight is in trouble because he didn't get the damage off. So now he has to hope that he can live a body press with this Darkrai. Like once Darkrai gets enough damage off on Houndstone that Gouging Fire can kill it, he just wins. And I don't know if Venom can prevent this. And I'm also not sure, or I'm not sure, but I think Darkrai can't one-shot this Ogerpon. So if he's smart and he sacks something here, and then he goes into Ogerpon, nah, it's tough because the Gouging Fire. Yeah, Ogerpon is just a weird bring to me personally, but yeah, he does indeed sack quote-unquote the Walking Wake. And yeah, now he has to hit this next Hypnosis. He can't really switch. He can't afford. Oh, it just goes for the damage and loses his Darkrai. Man, is Moonlight really gonna win this? That's amazing. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Now he can just go into Appleton or whatever. Can do whatever pretty much. He could go into Appleton and just spam a Dragon move if he has it. I don't think there's a way for Moonlight to really lose this now. Yeah, that's fine. And now he can just go into Houndstone, put it to sleep, and then kill it with Appleton. Even though losing this, it was a good last Hail Mary now with the Destiny Bond, definitely, because now I don't think anything can one-shot this Gouging Fire. So maybe with the Yawn, he has a chance still. If he like wakes up in time to not get killed by the oh, this does nothing crazy. All right. So yeah, Moonlight is definitely gonna win this. Crazy. That was insanely well played by Moonlight. I gotta say, I gotta, yeah, what can I say? That was just a masterclass, honestly. To win this matchup, that's crazy. Moonlight is a beast, man. Yeah, well-deserved 6-0 for Moonlight here. Not 6-0 as a result, but in the season stats, 6 wins, 0 losses. And yeah, definitely Venom is still doing fine at 4-2. But I mean, it's not like he played terribly, but he definitely should have won this. I mean, Gouging Fire was a free win at pretty much. Like he just needed to be a little bit smarter with the Darkrai getting damage off either on this thing. As soon as he gets off damage on this thing, he just wins. But he didn't have any switch-ins anymore to Darkrai, so he was between a rock and a hard place. He had nothing towards speed, didn't have much bulk on his team, and yeah, he just played around this fantastically. Moonlight did. All right, GG guys. Moonlight remains undefeated for now, still reigning the Blackthorn Division this season. And yeah, we shall see how this continues. GG guys, that was very much so fun to watch. I was looking forward to this, and it did not disappoint. And see you guys in the next one.